Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. As you can see, we're in the backyard doing some cards in the yard. Uh, nice sunset going on in the background. So let's see what we get for Libras. Any placement of Libra. Messages for your greatest, highest good. We'll use tarot and oracle cards. First card out, you live in abundance. Imperial Topaz is the crystal here. Maybe you have a November birthday or someone close to you does. There's I just heard something about fruit flavor or fruit scented body lotion. I don't know if some of you have that going on. Look at the rays hitting the cards. I love this. That happened in another reading previously. Look at that. How cool is that? You live in abundance and you have these beautiful sun rays. Excellent. What else do we have for our lovely Libras? All right, messages for the greatest, highest good of Libra. You, only more so with Ruby. It's about being yourself, Libra. Really shining that light brightly, not letting anyone dim it. And here we have the sunshine as well, kind of reiterating that. Spiders, weaving your own webs here, creating your own dreams, manifesting. I'm really getting harvest energy. So be ready for a harvest, some of you. Some of you just got a dental cleaning or you're about to. Activate the void. Oh, azurite. Nice mineral there, azurite. Beautiful color too. Very much, third chakra. So really tuning into your own higher wisdom, guidance, your intuition, your third eye chakra there, Libra. Let's see what else we have. Some of you may have someone in your ear, kind of like just sort of someone may be kind of on you about something as far as like needing to get something done and on their time or whatever. And you're just like not going to be rushed, it seems like. Lapis lazuli. So this is really a good stone for communicators. It's a good stone for Libras, actually, in general. We are, connected to air, which is all about communication and intellect. And so this is actually good if you're in the teaching fields, any sort of speaking fields. It's about the truth here too, Libra. So step up to sovereignty, it says. Yeah, and as I was saying, I kind of was getting this energy of like someone trying to maybe put their agenda on you, like theirs on you, rather than things happening the way you're wanting them to. And I just get that you're like casting that aside and you're just not going to tolerate that. I'm also getting two names. I'm getting Violet and I'm also getting Norma. Norma. You could find out that someone, well, it could have been someone you worked with too. Okay, we'll just leave it at that for now. A couple of cards fell on the deck, but we're not going to grab those. We are going to take this one though, Black Tourmaline. Transmutation. That one actually kind of fell right on my arm. So what you put out, you get. Notice the magnets happening here. Some of you really are stepping into your own sovereignty, and you're going to notice you're attracting like-minded individuals. Black tourmaline, very protective. Tourmaline is a stone for October, so there we are with another Libra connection there. And let's see. Let me jump into some tarot. Today we're going to use the Modern Love Tarot deck. The decks I use are in the description box, as is the disclaimer, always reminding you have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. What do we have for Libras? Any placement of Libra? Any placement of Libra? Anywhere in your chart? Let's see. I have plenty of viewers who say, I'm not even a Libra, but yet these readings resonate, which is always awesome to hear. It means you found your messages, even though they're general readings. So we have for Libra. Oh, whoa, there we are. Queen of Swords. So we've got black on black here, right? Yeah. That's that is some fierce energy there. That is again like not taking anything that's less than well, I just heard the word pure or true, not accepting less than than you deserve and less than you can actually create for yourself. So you're not second best, by the way. Living in abundance. Yeah. The truth setting you free. Hearing lots of things today. Here we go. You have the Eight of Cups here, and then you also have with it the King of Wands. These wanted to come out together. There's something here about taking flight, Libra. Some of you are moving on. Yeah. Well, I'm getting six of swords energy with this 8 of cups. It's like you may not know exactly where you're going, but you're going anyway. And you'll see this little, there's some cups spilled here. This person just looks like they've really been through it, you know? It's like, oh, you know, when it's all said and done, you will be able to relax. But maybe right now you're not really feeling you're in an energy where you can do that. There seems to be just a lot going on. It could be somewhat of a hectic time. Some of you can literally be moving. Relocation is something that's been coming up a lot. So maybe you're just in that energy of really wanting that. But I do get sort of this tired, like I'm done, I'm over it, you know. You only more so. Again, it's like you're loving yourself. Maybe you're removing yourself from a situation, a person, place, or thing, or maybe you're giving up some type of something that's just not good for you anymore, or maybe never was. The King of Wands, Leo's Aries Sag, very interesting energy here. Now, the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, whenever I have a fire and air together like this in sort of leadership cards, I, I, you know, they can really, there may be some volatility around you. They really kind of like when it's great, an air sign and fire sign, and when it's not, it's really like very almost inflammatory. So I actually could be picking up on some of you having inflammatory conditions, skin irritations, or gut health even. You know, I'll get that checked out. I'm obviously not a medical professional. This we have three face up. Okay. There's something about gums too, gum care. So again, like sort of dental stuff. 7 of Pentacles. Wait, please take me back. Oh wow. Okay. Hope this doesn't turn into a love reading. You know they're not my favorite, so, but I do give the messages if they're here. 3 of Pentacles working together. 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're coming out of that 9 of Swords when you have the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles with that 9 of Swords. It's like thank goodness because someone has realized what's actually worth their time, what's worth their love, their it's more than just passion, you know. It's like you're looking for something more. Actually, with that activate the void, it's like whatever is missing, that's kind of, you know, while you may be grateful for all that you do have, it is sort of like a um, maybe taking care of like loose ends almost. Sorry, this little band-aid thing's really kind of annoying. It's gross. I kind of ripped my fingernail right before the reading, and it was like, you know, those ones where it like bleeds underneath the nail. Well, that's what it was. So gross, right? But it's fine now. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks. So again, it's sort of like that energy. Even with this little cut of mine, it's sort of like maybe um, someone you could be getting pressure to kind of smooth things out with somebody or whatever. And look at this sunshine. Let's just take a moment here and give praise for that. My goodness. Grateful for these and all gifts. All right, Libra. But again, you know, that Son of Pentacles, like, oh, take me back, take me back. You know, I just get that you have a new plan. You actually have some new people in your life, or you will have new people in your life. You're not going to need this. You see how this person's sort of already over it. You know, it's like they're kind of um, they're already taking a more analytical approach. I feel like not so much caught in the emotions. Again, it really could be a fire sign for you or fellow air, but I mean, obviously, it can be any sign, and we're more than just our sun sign anyway, right? But moving on so that you can have all you want. Really, I'm getting you're not settling. You are refusing to settle. Um, and almost for some of you, I'm getting like you maybe before you had a more subtle approach, and I'm getting that you're just like not anymore. Like if you need to talk to someone, you're like addressing it head on, it seems. 6 of Cups here certainly could be somebody feeling a little nostalgia over you. I just heard Cancerian energy, and this is a water card, but oh, look at this. Look how they're really she's really smiling upon herself there in the water. Her reflection, it's sort of like when, you know, I've said this before recently, when you look back to where you were 5 years ago and where you are now, it's like night and day for some of you. You know, even if you're not exactly where you want to be, the improvement you've made, like give yourself credit for that because you've really come so far. For some of you, I just heard Natalie and even Cincinnati. So that's so Natty, maybe someone calls you Natty, or you know that beverage Natty Light or Nat. Yeah, so there could be something about that. So I'm getting Jenny too with this. Um, there's just something about you stepping into your own power. And again, I say this sort of, it's like visualizing and experiencing the feelings that come along with this success that you're bringing about, that you're creating for yourself, but like living in it even before it's here. So there is something there about, again, like big heavy law of attraction energy here. Yeah, there is some sort of delay. Some of you are just sick of having to wait and hang in there, right? I can relate, Libra. It's like, how many times do we have to prove we're strong, right? Over and over. But you know what? Sometimes that is the journey. And I'm not trying to dismiss it. I mean, I feel you. Um, but sometimes it's like, again, like I said in a previous reading recently, we just don't always know, right? We don't always know why something is taking so much time, why it didn't go the way we wanted, why we were, detoured, um, hanged man though. And sometimes it's so that we can get that alternate perspective. Some of you, I feel you really are with this step up sovereignty, lapis lazuli, and this. Maybe you're doing some writing too, or that's the encouragement here to get you to be in a more reflective mode. Writing could certainly help, as can doing some practices outside, meditative practices, that sort of thing, other spiritual work maybe outside. Uh, Ten of Cups on the bottom here, okay? Ten of Cups. They're all kind of, and this is about, again, you've got that Three of Pentacles, and then you have the three sets of eyes. So there could be something about you and a team of three, Libra. It could be, your teacher, and then a mentor of yours, or a student of yours, or there's just something here. So the number three, maybe you're a family of three, you have three kids even, but there's something here about everything you wish for and more. And the number three is coming through again. We were getting that before, Libra. It's funny how the messages will tend to, you know, the energy doesn't always change so rapidly that, you know, this reading's so different than one I did 2 readings ago. I mean, there are some similarities, but they are somewhat different. But my point is that, like, some of us were still in that energy that we were a couple readings ago, but still, even if we feel we're at the same place as we even were a week ago or whatever, there's something here about realizing that somehow it's all fitting. It'll all make sense at some point. And also, I'm very much getting an energy where some people are feeling as though they're they're just not getting that relief they need, right? There's that this just like the word relief is coming through right now. Uh, there's something there's something here about when it's all said and done. I keep getting that phrase from my guides, when it's all said and done. And so about, do you know that expression? It'll all come out in the wash. You know that expression, and it's an old one. And it's kind of like, again, it'll all come to the surface, even if there are things you don't know, because lapis lazuli again is about the truth. And one thing about that Queen of Swords, they do get to the truth. It's much like the Justice card. That's one of our other cards there in the tarot, with the Empress too. But stepping in to fulfill that role, there's a very, again, you see grapes here and grapes there. Now grapes only grow in certain environments. They're actually not easy to grow. So whatever this is, it's almost like, anything worth having is worth the effort as well. And you're kind of almost being asked, Libra, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to have all this and more? Interesting. Boy, this is kind of like, it feels like the energy feels pretty serious. um usually when I'm outside, I feel it's like more lighthearted and all that. And right now it's feeling sort of, oh yeah, look at that. It is. It's feeling a little serious, but it's also there's this could be an official parting of ways too. It could also be um, putting all differences aside. I just saw 15, 15. So 11, 15, 6, 5s, 1s, those could all mean something to you. Each, yeah, it's like that's that spotlight. Give yourself time to really chew on something, I'm getting. Or unless it's sort of, again, like digestion and jaw and teeth, there's something there maybe that I'm picking up on physically, even Libra. Make chew your food slowly. Again, not a doctor, but that's common sense, you know. Um, some of us, we just rush through, even getting our own basic needs met. And this 1111 card, as it's often called in tarot, the Four of Wands, is one of the best cards, really. It is about that structure, that stability, the pieces coming together. Things are coming together. It's that structure. It was really just, four sticks on the ground, if you really want to look at it that way, right? And now, once you've sort of gone another step in the right direction, or a few steps, it's sort of like the picture starts to become more clear. And you'll actually be seeing things like taking form, taking shape. And then before you know it, you do have this beautiful foundation that you yourself have built. I'm really getting a scent of like just a really nice, clean smell, almost like this shampoo of this person here. I can smell that. I do have a variety of clay. Basically, I have all of them, but to some degree, but some are stronger. And I feel that we all have those abilities, Libra, but some are stronger than others. Like more prominent, What is this though? Um, I'm getting someone else, not you, Libra, but I'm getting someone else sort of being in denial. And it's interesting because just a little word of caution, as you change, they may really stoop to a level there that's like, look at how this person's basically having a little tantrum, like they're basically like growling and almost threatening in a way. But I'm not saying you're in danger or anything like that. I'm saying that there could definitely be a little bit, well, not there could be some conflict. Maybe the person has facial hair, but I'm getting this person. There's something here about her filtering through her ear. It's almost like the things that were said or done before just won't work for you this time, Libra. hmm Just like there's something I get, because why? Because you've got this Four of Wands coming in. That's that. It's almost like an anticipated achievement. So you're really close for some of you, but yeah, you're really almost to rounding it off, like like 94 becomes 100, or like 999 and an even 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 or some. There's something here about, again, it's sort of like it all evens out. So there is that message of things are going to even out, which is good because we're Libras and, loving that balance here. But I'm getting cosmic ties too. I don't know if some of you are, finally releasing somebody or what. Oh, some of you, I'm getting like father is in spirit energy here. Your father, or a father is in spirit, and like let it alone, let it be, let it situate itself, almost like you've done what you can do. There's an accompanying message with that father energy, that paternal energy, and it's like it could be grandfather, uncle, somebody like with that fatherly kind of energy. And it's like you've done what you can do. Now we have to like let it play out. For some of you, it's just letting it play out. And me, I'm usually like, action. Like once you've thought it out and you've had time to process and you know what you want to do, like take a step, any step, just take a step, in a direction. Sometimes it's just writing it or just saying it out loud can be a step, but I'm not really into the whole passive and just like hope for the best. I want to, not only do I want to hope for it, but I want to like work towards it, because I feel we get that momentum going and we're really kind of showing ourselves and putting ourselves in that energy of like how we want things to go, rather than just sort of like waiting. I don't like the waiting energy any more than you do, right? So it's sort of like doing what you can to move forward here. But yeah, there's something here about, as much as forgiveness is a good thing, sometimes, um, or like, giving someone not just forgiveness, because forgiveness is great, but it's not so much about, you don't have to repair everything. Somebody may be trying to convince you that because they've been in your life a certain amount of time, or a job or something, you've been with the company so long, or can't we think this over? It's like, once you've come to a certain point, and your energy has shifted, has transmuted, and you stepped up to your own sovereignty to fill the void and activate what it is that's been missing in your life, Libra, really stepping into your own life of abundance and being more yourself, your true you. Ruby could mean something too. Um, I was getting a name like Cough. It has like cough in it. Then like Cough, Koff, Kaufman or McCaughlin or Coughlin, or it has cough in it. Okay, that sound. Well, anyway, unless I'm picking up on you having a cough, maybe unfortunately you have a little cough. Sorry about that. I hope you feel better soon. But it's about your true power being actualized. And unfortunately, sometimes, yeah, not everybody around us is going to be like super happy for us. Look at this. See these, kind of, there's just a little bit of, and there was, when as I was shuffling, I did see the devil card too. And it's sort of like, it could even be your old you telling you, see, I told you it wouldn't work out, that sort of thing. But I'm telling you, it's not the end. This isn't it. This isn't all you've got. You've got more in the tank. Okay. Now you do you, obviously, but the energy I'm picking up on is, it's sort of like, oh, just when you thought you weren't through, you couldn't push through, you do. Or just when you thought it wouldn't work out, boom, it works out. But yeah, it has been such a work in progress, huh? And I feel, and they're just to be reminded of, like, we can only meet people where they've met themselves, right? So this person here, they're really filtering out what's being said, even within their own mind. And look at how they can then stand so much taller and again step into their sovereignty, because they know what the truth is. You don't need somebody else to tell you the truth. You don't need someone else even there. You don't need someone to forgive you even. You don't need that to get closure. You don't need that final phone call for some of you, right? Because as I've talked about before, is like sometimes that closure is just being done. That's the closure. I mean, I used to be that kind of person where it was like I had to always have that final conversation. I really needed to know, and I had this feeling like I needed to be understood, because communication is so important to me. But sometimes, depending on who that other party is, you're just not going to get that closure, unfortunately. And that could be something that I'm tuning in for some of you. Like, I'm picking up on that for you, that you've tried, and things were, um, it just, again, it's like it's almost like trying to speak a completely different language to someone. It's like you have different languages altogether. And there's this communication breakdown. Look at that. 5 of Cups. Yep. Oh, whoa, but look, 5 of Cups. And then I love it. Ace of Cups. Again, it's like just when you're like, oh, and this sorrowful kind of, oh my goodness, there's an end to something here. But to remember, that door closes, another one opens, not to use one of those cliche phrases here, but really it is like, yeah, in order to begin this thing anew, what do we need to let go of? What do we need to really move on from? And don't let the guilt get to you. There's something here about someone. I'm getting this like, oh, but please, Libra, it's that same energy that's kind of been coming along. I almost get like, even if you're not talking to the person, it's almost like you feel their energy or something, kind of like it's like a nuisance, you know. It's like it's like a mosquito in the ear, you know, for some. Oh, Libra, what's going on here? What is going on, huh? Crazy times lately, huh? But that's when we really need to, you know, that's when we need to really do what we need to do for ourselves, you know, really treat ourselves. And oh, look, yeah, seven. Oh my goodness, we've got them all here, huh? We've got the Seven of Swords here and another Ace of Pentacles. So you have two aces. You're going to get two offers coming in. Two are coming in. It again, it's like, and I keep saying again, sorry, I'm annoying myself at this point sometimes, but it's because it's meant to be, it'll be, is what's going on here. There's definitely a change. There's a transmutation. All right. You're taking something to some of you that was like a really negative thing, maybe, and you've turned it somehow, you've managed to turn it into really positive, and it's making a wish of yours even come true. Look at the little dandelion seeds blowing in the wind, right? Um, again, like great grandfather even energy. So I'm getting fatherly energy that could be several generations beyond you, Libra. Get a name. I'm getting a name like Levi and also like Levi uh, and Curtis. All right. So um, there's something. They're showing me something about like a hologram. You know the how it looks one way, but it's another. It's sort of like maybe we need to view some situations as holographic. You could actually also have something that's important to you that is like a hologram of some kind, but or holographic. Um, I'm getting Bing Crosby too. Interesting. What else here? Oh, wow. Okay. Some of you, I've got like, um, allow yourself to be swept off your feet. Oh my goodness, Libra. Brother energy coming in now. Hmm. We have Lily here. We have a nice Lily here too. And I just heard grandma. So this could be mother, grandma energy too with this. I'm getting very much just guardians. You have guardians close by. What are they? But it's like sometimes some of it is in very creative. For some of you, you're getting smells. This may be your first experience with like clairsentient, or sorry, it's not. That's not the one it is. I'm forgetting which one it is. But it's you're getting it's like you're getting the one, you know, the clear, like it's like your olfactory, your sense of smell. Either it's heightened now, or there's something about I'm getting so many smells with this reading, and some of you maybe your gift is awakening there. I'm also seeing so many repetitive numbers. Like I saw 15, 15, then I saw 16, 16, I saw 27, 27, then I saw 28, 28 on the clock here. So you are moving forward, but it's like small increments at a time. Some of you may feel like it's two steps forward, one step back, or something like that, or like three forward and then four back, or something. But we never really are. Our progress is never really lost, as much as it may feel that way. Some of you may have felt like, oh, it's been a false alarm. I thought it was going to go this way, and then boom, I got hit with another thing. Um, and I don't have answers for that, just like you may not have answers, but there is a reason. There is a reason for this. Um it's almost like sometimes we have to keep having a little bit of resistance to keep us aligned. It's almost like what it's feeling like, the energy is feeling kind of like um continuing to strengthen. It's like a tree or something, and it gets like damaged by a storm maybe, and then it starts to like and its roots are shaky or something, or and then, or even a tooth. Again, they're bringing me back to tooth. So this is like stability, security, family, even how you see yourself in the world and where you fit in, your belonging, your sense of belonging, your sense of self, even for some instances. And it's sort of like if you've ever knocked a tooth loose a little bit, it'll be loose for a little while, and then it will eventually, um, like the gums or the ligaments around it or whatever will strengthen back up, and it'll be steady. It'll be solid and secure in there again, just like with the tree with the storm. It's like that saying, good timber doesn't grow with ease. The stronger the wind, the stronger the trees. And that's part of a much longer quote, and I can't remember the person's name. But my point is that even though things are heading in the right direction, and even though you made progress, and even though things are looking up, still we're going to have those bumps, right? It's not going to be all smooth sailing, it seems. And that could be something that a lot of you are just, you accept it, like you've just accepted that, possibly for some of you. Some of you, it's like we can't completely, um no, this is getting wound repair. Yeah, it's almost, for some, it's like the damage has been done with a relationship or a situation, and there is no going back. Um, yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're maybe on the fence with this for a little while, or for a while, even for some of you, it's probably a tough decision, but then, nope, moving on. Moving on. I'm getting like, I'm just hearing like, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready now. Some of you could be, um, this is like pretty specific, but you're identifying like next of kin. Maybe you're working on something like, will, advanced directives, that sort of thing. And maybe even you're changing someone that was you were there where you're beneficiary or something, and you've changed that now, or you're doing that. There's something here, you're reconsidering who should be the beneficiary. And it doesn't even have to be something formal, Libra. It can be about just where you're investing your time. So you're not looking like this, where you're putting your efforts. So you're not looking like this at the end of the day, all frayed and dismayed. You know, we don't want you frayed and dismayed. Mm-mm. No, this is, uh, there's a legality here for some of you. Now, again, these are randomly specific, but none of them are random. I say that, but it's like their message is meant for someone. So they feel random to a lot of us, but they're actually specific. That's why I say randomly specific. But okay, so you're being called upon. It could connect to your adolescence somehow. Are you going to be called upon to help with youth, even adolescence? Are you considering even being sort of a mentor to at-risk youth? Some of you, getting age 14 or something. It could even connect back to your childhood, where maybe you were that sort of like at-risk youth sort of thing, and maybe you're starting to share your story, or you're about to. This is for some of you. This is the advice. They want you to write about it. They want you to share it openly. I'm really getting, take action on that. Now, again, Libra, you only do you do what you're comfortable with and all that, and only take risks you're comfortable with. But for some of you, if you came here for confirmation, if you should tell your story, you should move forward with something, I'm feeling like, yeah, like almost like I could be picking up on your restless energy too. So it can be tricky with the general readings. But I am feeling this need to go. And almost for some, it's like this need to put the lessons into action, all the wisdom you've acquired and everything, and how far you've come. It's like whatever position you might be in or whatever you're doing now just doesn't feel good enough, because it's not. Again, you only more so, and step up to sovereignty. Wow. To your own higher wisdom, your own truth. Mm. Okay. One more of, nope, no more of that. Okay. We're going to move on. I wanted to get you a message from the universe right now. Although I feel like we've been getting messages from the universe this whole reading, as we always do. It's nice we caught the sunset again, huh? When going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. Oh my gosh, Libra, we get this card so many times. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all you already have. I am seriously getting that name, Jenny, Jennifer, Jen, again. So I also get Fowler or something like that, a name like Fowler. Hmm. Hmm. But maybe you might go by another name, actually. Interesting. There is also, and that's not just if your name's Jennifer or Jenny or Jen or something. It's like, or Janelle. Oh, that's a new one. Okay, Janelle. Hmm. But there's Elliot. Okay, Elliot. I'm getting a lot of names all of a sudden here, Libra. There is something about calling forth, bringing forth, calling forth the, oh, what is it? Oh, I have to listen for a minute here. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, some of you call, if you're not sure, yeah, you can get an expert. They're getting I'm getting call forth like advice, like expert advice. I don't know if you're asking the universe for this or if you're trying to determine who to go with, as like maybe you have to find a new, you know, doctor, lawyer, dentist. I just heard hula hoop. So I don't know who's into the hula hoops, but somebody either here in spirit hula hoops. So some of there's almost an energy of like dancing around an issue. And some of you it's like just go, if you're not sure yourself and if you can't make a decision, maybe you'll feel safer if you go towards like what works intellectually. Usually I advocate for, go with your gut and all that, and I totally still agree with that. But there is something here about some of you may be sort of like, I just want the facts and I just need to make a decision and I can't decide, so I'm going to go with, like, you might even do something like flip a coin, which is, it sounds, I know it sounds silly, or roll a dice or something. And it could also, of course, everything in tarot is metaphorical, it seems. So you could be feeling like you're really taking a gamble, taking a risk. But if you're not sure and you don't want to, be, beat yourself up over it later, which I hope you don't anyway, but sometimes we tend to do that, then maybe go with what the expert says. Maybe ask a third party who has been there before, who's done this before. Okay. You don't have to figure it all out on your own, is my point. And now I've now seen 37, 37, and 38, 38. Some of you actually, that could be your age, you're turning that age, or there could be something going back for some of you to when you were that age. That could have been a really just an important time. There's something here about, there's going to be, if you are trying to prove something, it's going to be like the littlest detail that's going to do it, that's going to help. There's something that's going to be, there's something really small and seems maybe not that important, that's the key, that's what's important. Maybe even for some of you, metaphorically speaking, it could be something like, so if it's not like a contract or a document where it's the small fine print, it can also mean something like, it's like you've been, say you've had, stomach issues. I don't know why I keep picking up on that today, stomach and teeth, right? But say you've had that, for a long, long time. And then you realize that like something that you use very regularly has this ingredient in it that you try to avoid, and for some reason you never realize that it could be even that small amount of this gluten or whatever it might be, wheat, I don't know. I mean, wheat is gluten, gluten's wheat, whatever, but it could be like just you're just getting a little bit of this wrong thing. And that's what's like causing all these big problems. It could be some little thing that was overlooked. If it's like there's something, again, they're bringing me back to like legal stuff. There's something like small that could be overlooked. So really, it's like it's fine tooth comb time, fine tooth comb, you know. So really review everything again, because there could be something that just was overlooked as not that significant, that actually is. And for some of you, that's the missing key. That's the link. That's the reason. All right. It's going to be it could be so many different things for some of you. So let's see here. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. So change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down the streets you've never walked before. Oh, I love that. Oh. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets you've never walked before. How poetic. I love that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Bank. There's some bank. That's it. But it's a proper name. And it could be part of a location. Like, for example, Fairbanks, you know. A chapter in your life is coming to an end, but rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than anything you're leaving behind. They want me to go back to this Four of Wands now. And then you also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay, for some of you, hermit mode is very tempting right now. But for some of you, you know that's not going to be what's best for you. Some of you, yes, you need that. But I think I'm speaking more to the people who you want to go back in and not have to come out again. Like, you know, because things are there's just a lot going on now. And maybe some days you wish you could just sort of like shut it all out. But there's something about leaving the shades open, like leave the blinds open, letting the light in. Okay. I know, as corny as it may sound, it's like, make sure you're letting the light in. You're giving yourself ways to celebrate and have fun, Libra. I'd like to get you a numbers card and an animal card. Let's do that for us. If you do resonate with this reading, please let me know by leaving a nice comment or liking, subscribing. It's all free. It helps my channel, helps the video get out to those who need it most. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have so many. 888, enlightenment. That makes sense with this reading. So this is about wisdom. You've achieved wisdom and you find success. The wisdom is that's going to be the way forward for some of you, your own wisdom and insight. Oh, what do you know? It wouldn't be a reading with me without bunches of sevens and eights. Huh? Oh, and 66, creativity. So life flows with love, abundance, and opportunity. I mean, that's like very nicely accented by these aces here, you know. And divine guidance, connecting with your spiritual guides, Libra. And look, what do we know? 6, 7, 8, the consecutive numbers. Oh, okay, so root beer barrels or root beer float, but there was getting me that the candy. It was like a brown sort of little barrel shaped hard candy, and it was like root beer flavored. Root beer barrels. That's so somebody needs to know. That's like a confirmation. That's somebody's randomly specific. Okay, so there it is. This could be, you know, oh, that was my relative's favorite, or that was my favorite as a kid, but it's specific. It's like that. It's like they had to make sure they got that in at the very end of the reading. Okay. All right, Libra, what animals? Let's see here, Libra. I'm really happy I got to be outside today. It's not always possible, but I hope you still enjoy my videos and watch them even if I can't be outside. It's just weather-wise, I can't control that. Oh, I just saw 4444. Where's that Four of Wands? There it is. Big showcase. There's a big highlight, spotlight on this card here. Success, achievement, and not doing it alone. You're not all alone. Either it's your guides or even someone in 3D, but you're not alone there. And you have discover the pattern. Broad-winged katydid. Now there is something here. Again, there's almost like this thing, even this, it could be a thought, Libra, that you're having, or something from the past that you don't realize is still affecting you. And it is. And once you clear that out, or once you change that way of thinking, or once you break that habit, even if it might not seem like a big deal, some of you, that is what's going to help you move forward, getting unstuck if you're feeling that way. Or again, it's just this, it's like been this little bothersome thing that seems little, or this little, it could be that little voice in your head, or somebody in your ear, and you're not realizing what a big influence they're having on you, what this thing or this person is having such a big influence on you. And if you're wondering, like if you came to the reading and you're wondering, is that like, do I really need to let that go? Maybe this is confirmation for some of you, like that there is a pattern that you're not seeing, or there is this thought that you're not seeing. Let's get another card here. Eastern oyster, deal with the dirt. Yep, go deep. Some of you are being called upon, go deep. It's things are deeper than you may realize with whatever it is that could be like in the way, if you're feeling that way. All right, and then let's see, one more. I keep saying one more, but I just really love these cards. Shellfish allergies coming in too. All right. Oh, ooh, okay. Black bear. Sync with the cycles. A lot of moon energy here. Think high priestess, right? Use that intuition. Again, third eye chakra here. Activate that void. Activate your powers, your sovereignty. Be you, only more so. And then there's one more. Now this is going to be the thing that really kicks it over for some of you. I can feel it. Elephant. This is it's a hello from you know who for some of you. That's what that is. Certainly mother energy, which can be any sort of maternal figure to you. Honor your lineage. And again, they want you to go deep. There's something even, Libra, we could even be talking about generational trauma, and you being the one who breaks that cycle. Because they're sync with the cycles and discover the pattern. Oh, we did it. We're detectives and we did it. And honor the lineage. There it is. Lots of, again, getting help from those who've walked before you. But I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I never do in these readings, right? So Libra, I hope this reading finds you well. I'll see you in the next reading, and be true to you.